Ford wants to send me a Maverick Tremor, which is the off-road version of the Ford Maverick light-duty pickup truck. Here's a photo they have here and a photo there. So let's take a look at the paperwork and see how much these babies cost. Price keeps going up and up and up. Well, the price sticker says not for sale because this is for Ford executives and VIPs like me only, no price. But with a little bit of inquiry, I think we can find a price sheet. We'll see if we can get that tomorrow. All right, finally got it. Base price $24,455. Let's see what else we have. Equipment group 300A, whatever that is, $2,020, and go down. Tremor off-road package $4,490. Blah blah blah. Keyless entry, spray and bed liner $495. We got to have that. Let's just cut to the chase. $34,247 plus tax and license. By the way, we also did a video on the Ford Bronco Raptor. Wow, that was a nice off-roader. We'll link for that video at the end of this video. We also drove the Ford Raptor Type R with the supercharged V8. We did a video on that, and we'll have a link for that video at the end of this video. We're going to go down the road, take a look at the Ford Maverick, but first I want to show you I remodeled the front of my house, and for some reason the zoning people are upset. Can't imagine why. Alright, and here's the truck in person. We brought it out in the sticks so you don't have to. Anytime we get a vehicle, we take it out in the dark and do a night drive and headlight test. We did a YouTube video on this vehicle already. Night drive and headlight test, but if you didn't see that, it'll be part 3 of this video. So let's look at all the features you get with the Tremor package, starting with this decal so people know you spent the extra dough. Some 235 65R 17 tires mounted on 17-inch wheels. These are sort of off-road tires. I think these are called all-terrain. These tires are made by Falcon, and personally I've had more flats with this brand than any other, so I don't like them, but that's my opinion. Some people do like them, that's their opinion. All I can tell you. And we get some tow hooks. Thank you very much. There are some skid plates under there somewhere. A full-size spare tire. The street version of the Maverick has a ground clearance of 8.3 inches, the off-road 8.6 inches. On the Tremor, they've told us that they raised the suspension 0.08 inches more, but is that over the street version or the off-road version? They don't say. So bottom line is we have a ground clearance of 9.1 or 9.4 inches. Whichever is true, anything over 9 inches is more than adequate for light-duty use, so you'll be okay. There's also a transmission cooler in there that we can't see. And let's see what else we get for our money. The drive mode button gives us slippery, mud ruts, sand, normal, tow haul. Then we have the off-road 4x4 button on the left here. I believe that distributes the torque 50-50 from front to rear. This is an all-wheel drive system, by the way. And I'm told this locks the rear differential to get you out of nasty situations. Use it to get out of trouble, not to get into trouble. If you need to use this to go somewhere, you're probably in over your head. Crawl control. And since we're in the cabin, let's look at the climate controls. Very simple, just a few buttons. Anyone can figure this out without looking in the owner's manual. Even Joe Brandon. There are 2 info screens available, the dinky 4-incher and the dinky 6-incher like this, but how much size do you really need? Here's what the rearview camera looks like. Pretty simple to use, but one gripe I had right off the bat, I tried to program the radio to find out there's no satellite radio for $35,000. Are you kidding me? AM and FM only? No, that is not good. By the way, I almost forgot to mention the antenna housing is located on the roof. And the antenna itself is very easily unscrew in steel, as somebody has already done, so that's why I can't get any AM FM stations anyway. If you have a Maverick and you get on the roof, then you will see the antenna. Put some Loctite or glue in the threads so people don't walk off with it. Save you a lot of grief. Little tip from me to you. There's the hole where it goes right there. One thing I do like is we no longer have a stick shift on a truck. Stick shifts take up too much room and interferes with the storage spaces. And you have to take your eyes off the road every time you want to put in a different gear. Obsolete, get rid of them all. This style is far better. It doesn't take up any room. You really don't have to take your eyes off the road because I can hear the clicks when I'm driving. Just click, click, click. I know what I'm in. I can press this for low gears. Far better system, period. Not debatable. If you order the Maverick with the Tremor package, you're going to lose some fuel economy compared to the other Maverick models. For example, the base engine in the Maverick, the hybrid, 2.5 liter, 191 horsepower, is rated 42 mpg in the city, 37 on the highway. Good numbers if you can get them. The 2-liter turbo here, putting out 250 horsepower in the standard pickup truck, 22 mpg city, 29 on the highway with 25 overall. But the Tremor with the raised suspension extra weight, only 20 mpg in the city and 24 on the highway, with 21 overall. And unlike the other fake testers that only give you the EPA ratings, we take these out in the real world and give you the real world numbers. I can tell you already driving this in the city with my lead foot, I was getting 19.5 and on the highway around 23. But I was driving rather briskly and passing everybody. I think the 2024 is more than adequate. But here's a bonus for you. This vehicle's been in the fleet for 5,513.4 miles. During that time, it's averaged 22.5 mpg. Not bad for a 4x4. Of course, I didn't rack up all this mileage. We had other drivers doing this, but numbers are impressive. And we're going to take this out on a highway trip just to get one more reading for you later on in the video, so don't go away. Alright, enough talk. Let's take this out and do some driving. One of the advantages of a vehicle like the Maverick, it's narrow width, which allows you to squeeze into mule trails that larger trucks won't fit into. This also helps when you're going through a gate out here in the middle of nowhere because, well, you never get through this in a Raptor. I'm barely going to squeeze through here in this Maverick. Yeah, just made it. On the other hand, the turning radius on this isn't that narrow. I haven't read the specs yet, but this isn't exactly a short vehicle. So plan your U-turns wisely. The comfort in the dirt is more than reasonable. Remember, this is a unibody car platform, not a heavy-duty truck, so you don't want to beat it too hard. And with over 9 inches of ground clearance, you don't have to worry about running into too many rocks. This isn't going to outrun a Toyota 4Runner or Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, but for general off-roading and light-duty uses, this is a pretty nice vehicle. Definitely so. It's on curved roads like this where the Tremor really shines. The power steering is perfect with the right ratio, good feel, good feedback. And the handling on corners is very, very impressive. These are pretty strong brakes too. In city driving, this Maverick seems a bit nose heavy, but out here on the curved roads, it certainly doesn't. Ooh, I see lunch. Where's my shotgun? They don't spook easily, do they? You better take off. You're going to be on my dinner table, buddy. Welcome to Arivaca, population 197. Plus around 1,000 illegal aliens hiding in the bushes. Yep, this is one swing in town. The Border Patrol checkpoint looking for illegals. I don't know why they're looking here. They're all back in Arivaca. Come on, get a move on. Holding up traffic. This engine isn't the most powerful I ever used in a truck, but it's more than adequate, especially on roads like this. Doing around 2,000 to 3,000 RPM, right in the torque curve. Overall, reasonably satisfying. And don't forget, with an 8-speed automatic transmission, that helps. So I asked the Border Patrol agent, why are you looking for illegals here when they're all at the port of entry getting free food stamps, plane tickets, and welfare checks from President Brandon? And he just laughed and said, yep, that's 100% true. I'm just the messenger. Don't send me any hate mail. But on a more serious note, getting back to our truck test, we're going to take a quick highway trip. See what type of fuel economy we can get. I'm going to try to keep it at 75 miles per hour, not pass anybody. The Maverick is a pretty comfortable highway cruiser. The only real complaint I have is these seats. They're pretty soft, okay for short trips, say a half hour, maybe 2 hours, but you go over that and you start sinking, your butt gets kind of sore. At least that's my experience, maybe not yours. I think most owners will be taking these on trips less than 2 hours, so it's probably not something to worry about. And since I don't have an antenna, there's only one station I can get within 100 miles, and that's from Mexico. Aguilamba. I have to turn the radio off, otherwise YouTube will kick me for copyright violations. Okay, going there uphill, I got 22 miles to the gallon. Coming back from there, downhill, 26. So add them up, divide by 2, and that gives us 24 miles to the gallon on highway driving, which is exactly what the EPA sticker claims. So we're right on the money. So what's my take on this Maverick Tremor after a week of driving? Well, it's like this. If you want a truck with 4-wheel drive and you don't want to go bankrupt with a big giant truck like an F-150 or Raptor, this might be for you. It's a pretty nice truck. I liked it. We took this truck out in the dark and did a headlight test at night drive and posted that video on YouTube. If you didn't see that, you can see it now, part 3 of the video. So here we go. Alright, it's dark enough. Let's take a look at these. Oops, hey, come back on. Guess we gotta start over. Alright, let's try this again. Looks like we have 3 lights on each side. On low beam, 2 light up. Now we got the brights on and 3 light up. That one on the left is extremely bright, although I can't tell it's brighter than the others. And here's what the rear headlights look like. Now see, the emergency lights are embedded inside the same lens, which might make them hard to see. Same with the front. Alright, headlights off. Now we can see them. Of course, you wouldn't drive like this on the road, but if you pull over on the side, I'd say turn the headlights off. Same with the rear. And we have a strong bed light above the rear window, lighting up the contents of the bed. And put the transmission reverse, and you have the 6-inch screen here. On the deluxe models, the cheapy models get a 4-inch screen. And this is a pretty simple truck, not too much to light up in here. Certainly the dial shift knob and the gauge cluster lights up pretty good. If you watch my videos, I cannot stand auto dimming mirrors. Not unless they have a disconnect switch. Here we don't have to worry about a very simple manual mirror. Normal use, click the switch, get rid of the glare. This is what I like, very simple. Easy to replace if it breaks, too. The Mercedes one I had once was $480, and that was 18 years ago. Can imagine what they cost now. Keep it simple. Alright, we've got the headlights on a wall 100 feet away, or 33 yards, and of course this truck has a raised suspension, so of course the headlights are going to be raised. Very well, I might add. Definitely bright. High beam. Seems strong enough. No complaint about the low beams though. Let's go out a bit further. There we go. Alright, let's do some dark, dingy street driving. Okay, reaches out. Seems to be doing pretty good. The Maverick's a pretty simple truck, nothing complicated about it. And definitely pretty good night drive, so thumbs up. So let's take this out on the highway, light up some road signs. High beam. Low beam. Yeah, we're definitely doing a good job lighting up the signs down the way. Let's see, we have some construction signs here. Oh yeah, definitely lights them up. Yeah, so these lights are working pretty good.